Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode on Dreistern Farm. And I'm actually doing a mission for one of the neighbors here, trying to dig up a little bit more money, because I do want to trade up those cedars and the trailer. And oof, I'm way out of, yeah, I am. That's terrible. Wow. Hard time figuring out where that edge is. But yeah, I need to get a little bit more money together here before we advance much further. There we go. So I've had a few people come on and go, no, your game must be screwed because we've used the MR mod and everything works. Well, here's the deal, guys. And I did answer those comments, of course, but for anybody else, if you read Dural's description, and if you don't know who Dural is, he's the one that, well, he made the MR mod. If you read his description, you'll find that he not only states that you don't need to download any special Macs or packages, the MR mod will work with all stock equipment. He also then goes on to say that included in the download zip, and I have unzipped it to verify this, there is a README file, and in that README file it explains to you how to convert non-stock equipment, tractors and harvesters, to MR ready. Alright, so for all of you that said, no, your game is screwed because everything works. Yes, everything works. I can bring a modded tractor in. It will do everything a tractor will do. But no, it is not running the MR script. Alright? And this isn't because I'm some kind of freaking expert. Like I said, I thought originally much the same thing, although I restricted it to being strictly things that had actually made the Giants mod HUD. And it was brought to my attention that no, that's not how Dural built the mod. So yeah, I have read it several times, I've looked into it. Like I said, I have unzipped it and then put it back together when I was ready to use it, just to make sure that in fact, there was a file in there. And it explains exactly that, step for step. To open the XML file, to add the following lines, to change the following lines from false to true or true to false, and then that thing will be right down to how to change the fill mass thing, and the whole 9 yards. Like, there's a full explanation. And that's because just having the MR script in your mod folder does not change everything. Alright? I don't do modding, I don't do scripting, so I don't know how it's been done. Alright, but I do know from reading the description several times, and from the included fact that, the gear is right there so that you can, in fact, make your own stuff MR ready. There wouldn't be a need for that if just having the mod installed made things MR ready. So, yeah, your stuff works, but it's not, and who knows, maybe to a degree some of the MR things, will work. Because it's not like in FS13 or 15, I guess it was 13 when they introduced it, it was such a major change, because basically back then you could hook up a modded motorcycle, a 200cc dirt bike, to a 60,000 liter trailer and yank it up a hill and tip it. Right, with the MR mod, you basically had to have extra horsepower to do the same thing. It kind of changed the weights and the pulls and the tractions and all of that stuff to the degree where they actually had to have a map be MR ready so that all the traction changes and such would work. So that's the difference with this one. So I am 99.99% sure that although everything works, it is not running a full MR script unless it's stock gear. So there you go. And that's really all I'm going to say about it. I hope anybody else that wants to argue about it actually does read what the mod author wrote about his own mod. Alright, and if you can find somewhere where Durrell has now updated that information to say that, no, just add this and everything will be converted, I'd really like to hear about it, because that would make life great. Because then I could actually get down to using some smaller, older equipment. So, I would muchos like to do that. Yeah, I'd hoped, I've already done the big cornfield that was up by our place. Problem is, because we're in hard mode, I'm only getting like $5,000 to do these big fields, right? And I'm doing the harvesting because it is really one of the quicker ways to do this. You know, I mean, you can imagine if the particular goal here was cultivating with like a 3-meter cultivator. Yeah, I'm sure they'd pay me good money, but I don't really want to spend, 120 minutes is the time allowed, and you're going to spend 108 of it. But yeah, we'll get through this. I've also noticed, and I don't know if it's just this map or if it's something to do with the hard mode, although I've played other maps hard mode and done missions, but it just seems the missions aren't as lenient. You know, like I've got to get darn near every stalk of wheat knocked down for that thing to fill up. Normally I was having like an entire row left. Not so this time, let me tell you. Like I'm hoping I'm not going to have to come back for these little trailing pieces. Trying to shuffle both edges in. Ooh, I got all of them except one wheat plant. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at how close you've got to get. That's crazy. And we should be about done. There we go. Yeah, so we made, again, if it wasn't for the time bonus, we would have made $4,000 on that. So there we are. Now we've got $24,000. Let's go home. Hey, here we go. It's not where I want to be, though. This was. Alright, you can see, after my last little chaffing fiasco there, that's what the issue was. I'd started dumping too early, so of course it registered it as grass. Well, if you dump it in here, of course, it doesn't want to register it as grass. It wants it to be chaff. And if you actually get it in the silo, then yes, of course, it's chaff. As we can see. Yeah, we actually have 33,000. Need a little bit of stamping down. This is not a great tractor for it, being small and relatively light and all of that joy. I wonder if it makes any difference. This is probably fairly ridiculous. But what if we lower this down? Does it change the center of gravity enough to make a difference? Not really. No. And it's probably going to mess me up for coming the other way. Let's go to an edge. Edges are usually good. We might have to resort to a tool. I mean, other than the one driving the tractor, because, yeah, this has taken a by guppy long time. Far more than I thought it would. So, did y'all see the new trailer that Cattle and Crops released? I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't know what to think. If you haven't seen it, it's sort of this, and by all means, do please watch it. It's on YouTube, it's of course Master Brain Bites. But if you haven't seen it, yeah, watch it. It's a little odd. It shows sort of a, I guess it's a tutorial mission, is what it boils down to. But it has to do with cultivating. Alright? But yeah, you cultivate this very... Okay, this is going to take like darn near forever. You cultivate this little tiny patch, and then they have the farmer and his son come in on a couple other tractors and take over and continue on with the plowing, etc. Although, again, I found it a little odd that strangely enough, they were bringing... Ooh, my goodness. Didn't do that very well, did we? They were bringing in the plow to go over the part you cultivated. But beyond that, I mean, it looked all right. Now, again, I kind of thought, or my expectations, and I suppose here again is kind of a trap for this sort of thing, but my expectations were, well, to best put this, a little better than, I was hoping for a little better than all right, you know. Yeah, I don't know. The whole work on the console, like once you get into the tractor and such, you know, you've got a really, really responsive IC control, I guess would be the comparison to, you know, this particular game, is it would, you know, all the vehicles, as near as we know, are going to have fairly complex and usable IC functions, you know, from tilting the steering wheel to raising the seat to all of those sort of things. So ooh, that last little patch is still doing something. Nice. No, not that time. Come on, give me 1 more % for the little patch. No rats. 98. Come on, 99. Oh, 100. Alright. Okie dokie, that's what I want to see. So, now, let's go take care of a little bit of business, shall we? Oh. I thought this one fit on the top shelf. It doesn't. Okay. That's what I was trying to do. I wonder if the larger front loaders will fit on the top shelf. Huh. Interesting. Alrighty. Let's set you there. Okay, why will you not? Excuse me. There we go. And let's get this guy off. There we are. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Yeah, baby. Oh, I'll tell ya. See? All them years of rolling tractors have come in handy. Ah. That one goes out to my buddy Reefy52, because that's pretty good. He was just telling me he rolled a tractor using the MR mod and had to get the telehandler out to write it. See, buddy, you just got to practice rolling them the hard way with no mods, and you'll get so good at it that when you get a mod on there that makes you accidentally roll a tractor, you'll just go with the flow, man. It'll be like second nature. You'll just whoosh right through it. Yeah, I'm a leaf on the wind. Alrighty, let's get this thing the heckabah out of here. Lift sower. Oh, really? Was dragging on the ground? That's nasty. Let's close the covers. There we go. Looks kind of nice now. There we are. Now we won't be, seeding the cement as we go along. Let's have a look at where the store actually is. Alright, we want to get down onto the main road and then hang a lefty. Alright, let's do that. Get a little bit more of a look at the map over here. Oh, chicken, you slowed down. Oh, by the way, Reef buddy, if you are watching this, I don't seem to be able to log on to the chickens PCSG site anymore. After I upped my computer, it seems the password, I've either forgotten it or it's just going, "You're an idiot, that isn't it," and it's not letting me in. So that's why I haven't been around, bud. Alright. Way to go, chickens. Oh, look at that. You didn't get any in the boxes. That's my chickens. I'll tell you. You know you got well-trained chickens. Alright. Thanks, girls. Alright, let's just make sure that... Yep. Should be good. Should be, could be, would be. I think I've turned traffic off, so we should be good. There we go. Get that S-turn out of the way. Whoa! What the heck? Yeah, you better move along there. Did you see that? He actually sped up to get the heck out of the way. Good for you, man. You knew there was a nut bar behind the wheel, didn't you? Thanks for the vote of confidence, fella. Alright, here we go. There's the ding-a-ding-ding of the bell. Are we under this? Yeah, we're doing fine. I'm sure that's 50k. We can't even do 50k. We start doing cartwheels down the road. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's lower it down. I don't know why it automatically turns on, frankly. Turn it off first. Yeah, well, I didn't actually turn it on. All I did was lower it down. Okay. Apparently it automatically turns on when you lower it. That's weird, because I picked it up. Lower it first. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I think there might be something going on with the manual attach mod. So, to simply lower the sower is V. What if I shut this off? No, it starts right away. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on there, but I cannot, oh, yeah, turn it off. Alright, well, you know what? No, that's not what we want. Really? Oh, that's just beautiful. Oh, what? There's no way that's in there anymore. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Alright. We now have 38K. Let's see what that will get us. Select. That'll get us both of these. And buy. Yes. Okay. Back. And select. Buy. Yes. Okay. And how much are we going to need? Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Are we going to need for our new tipper? Select. It's 19K. We've got 17. Yeah, we're only going to get like 7. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to leave us pretty light. Pretty light. That's alright. I would have thought that device would have required a PTO. So it didn't automatically turn on just because it's lower, so let's raise it up. Okay, now if I lower it down. No. Just that one seater. I wonder if that was suggested that I get rid of it. So get rid of that. Wow, I sure feel the difference. Really feel that. Nice little spot for a placeable there. Alrighty. Buck, 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 buck. go. Lower it down. And let's detach it. There we go. Beautiful. Now where have I hid that trailer? I think it's around the other side, actually. So, whoa, 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 whoa! Easy, boy. Jeez, you learn nothing. Well, I suppose I could answer that, couldn't I? I seldom do. Thank you very much. There we are. Okay, little hoodoo, get on there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh yeah? Gonna be that way, are you? Oh man. There we go. Just barely managed to reach that, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Never miss an opportunity to do some compacting. Oh right, we're already 100%. Never mind. That's okay. That's okay. Da-da-da-dee. We also need to save up for a water trailer. So, something we need to keep in mind. Might have to do another mission or two, or perhaps sell a crop or a bit. Whoops. Come on. Oh, I suppose I should, probably my fault, I'm not running beacons. There we are, now we are. Hey, mate. Thank you. Take your time. Now, I suppose it is actually Sunday, so fair enough that the church bells are ringing. Although I think they're a little overzealous, because I don't believe there's actually a day I've been by when they weren't ringing. Alrighty, let's do this and show once again why it is that we're selling this thing. There we go. Now let's make sure we've actually towed it into the square. That should do it. Excellent. Okay. Happy, happy, joy. Oh. Are you serious? There we go. Let's hope that's far enough away to recognize the item that's actually completely within that thing. Alright, yes, okay. So 25, we actually did a little better on that than I thought we would. Cool. Because that's going to allow us to buy this. Wheels, yeah, I can't afford fancy wheels at the moment. Thanks. Alright. And that leaves us enough that when they slam us tonight with the, you know, you owe money for this, you owe money for that, we should actually come out of it without triggering the, yeah, the bank's here to take your farm away. We realize all you've actually done is cut 3 strips of grass and take your gear home, but yeah, too late. Okay. Our new trailer. Earned it a booty. La 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 la. Alright. Get bouncy as heck now. Not liking that. That's okay. it's going to save me all those times when I go to back up and realize I can't. Yeah, it's not because anything's broken, except me. Slow down, bud, slow down. Dinna be forgetting. This tractor's considerably easier to roll than the Deutz as well. I've done some pretty hard corners in the Deutz, and she stood up for me, thankfully. Alright, here we go. There we go. And the last trip, we'll go grab our other seeder, and then we'll be good. I said I'll run another mission or two, or something like that, or maybe we'll be able to actually sell a little bit of silage. Something, but we gotta make enough money to, as I said, pick ourselves up a small water trailer. And good timing. Bling. Alrighty, up you come. Okay. And with that, our task here is done. Didn't use that much gas, that's a nice thing. Or fuel, I should say. For all our running about. Geez, it'd be so convenient, you know, if you actually had a... There we are. I just need to run across to the grocery for a moment. There we are. $39 worth of eggs. Okay then. Well, now I'm feeling much better about our money situation. Yeah. Much better. You're not going straight across, are ya? Woo-hoo-hoo, fella. Whoa, 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 girly. They really need to put a crosswalk in here. Need people are out of control. Alright. We have all our gear home. Wonderful. No, that's interfering with that one, isn't it? Oops. What's that? No, it's still going to interfere with it. Now? There we go. I can accept that. Okay, beautiful. And with that, guys, I think I'm going to head back out to our field here and finish up my grass cutting job. And then hopefully, that'll give us enough chaff that we can cover it and start brewing some silage up. So, somewhere up here I have some gear. There it is. Lovely. Excuse me. So what do we got over here? Oh, a bit of a logging enterprise, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well that's good to know. That'll probably be our base of operations for any logging we do. Indeed. Suppose I should turn that on and suck up this bit behind us. Good. Alright, folks, I think with that said, I'm going to carry on here and get some work done. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, well, you know what to do. Please hit the big thumbs up. It is much appreciated. So, till next time, this has been Wheels247. Take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now. Making some more grass.